The REACT project aims to protect European agriculture from two invasive fruit fly species, the oriental fruit fly and the peach fruit fly. To do so, it looks beyond Europe, to regions where one or the other of these pests are already part of everyday farming life. South Africa is one of them. Here, European and South African researchers work side by side. While the peach fruit fly is absent in South Africa, the oriental fruit fly is already a threat in the north of the country. In other regions, it is still absent. This makes South Africa a living laboratory for containment, eradication, and long-term management. At the center of these efforts is the Sterile Insect Technique. Sterilized male flies are released to mate with wild females. No offspring follows. Over time, the population declines. But technology alone is not enough. Effective pest control also depends on acceptance. That is why REACT's work reaches far beyond the laboratory. In October 2025, Citrus Research International hosted a series of workshops across South Africa's citrus regions. A roadshow through the country's fruit heartlands. Growers, packhouse operators, and agricultural experts came together to exchange experience and discuss what works in practice. Their perspectives feed directly into REACT's socio-economic research, helping ensure that control strategies are not only effective, but viable in the long term.
We thought of a format that will enable more interaction between stakeholders and for us to be able to gauge better whether the model we are presenting is accurate, the assumptions used are accurate.
Everybody in the value chain contributes something, and a producer would say, yes, but I didn't have any interceptions in the market this year. And the marketer would say, in our group of X number of producers, and we had 3 interceptions. Those kind of information comes out, and it adds value to the conversation as a whole, and it also brings it to the forefront for the different groups that, you know, they often look at it from their perspective in isolation, and there's a bigger picture around them.
We prefer to have smaller groups and touching different parts of the country, touching areas where BD is present and touching areas where BD is absent, so to get a very comprehensive picture from South Africa.
And suddenly, you know, they start to compare different pests and the control cost on that and the damage levels. So it really becomes an interesting exercise that opens up their minds around not only the direct costs that they spend, but also the income losses that they are experiencing in the value chain.
We've learned that whatever is done for an area might not be the same for another area in another setting. So a model would be better if it's customized for a specific region. So this is what we've learned from this. There are similarities, but there are important differences as well.
Researchers such as Aruna Manrakan and Candace Clutie, together with their colleagues, connect entomology, economics, and field experience on a daily basis.
In the context of South Africa, it's the producers who pay for the control method. So the affordability is the key thing for accepting the technology.
The REACT team also visited leading SIT facilities, including Fruit Fly Africa in Stellenbosch, where millions of sterile insects are reared under tightly controlled conditions, and Exit in Citrusdal. South Africa's experience makes it an indispensable partner for REACT. What is learned here will shape how Europe responds to invasive fruit flies. Because the challenge is global, and so are the solutions.